action comes after a significant water outage in November, which left approximately 65 residents without water for several days due to unpaid bills. The dispute stems from a mounting debt accrued by the City of Livingston to Water Creek Water District, which has been accumulating since 2006 and currently stands at over $88,000. The PSC initiated an inquiry into the situation last month and requested information from all parties. While Wood Creek and Kentucky American Water provided their responses, the City of Livingston failed to submit any information by the December 20th deadline. The PCS's order requires Wood Creek to provide 20 days notice via the USPS before any potential service termination, ensuring the city has sufficient time to address the outstanding debt. This is an ongoing story. Of course, we'll have more as it becomes available. Well, in another story we've been following here at Live at 5, dispatch audio obtained by our media partner LEX18 reveals a concerning phone call between Laurel County Judge Executive David Westerfield and a London police officer December 24th, just one day after the fatal shooting of Doug Harless by another London police officer. The audio, released through an open records request, captures Westerfield discussing the arrest of Hobart Butchery, who was suspected in stealing property from the judge executive's property. During the conversation, Westerfield stated, "So he's facing 10 years, and I'll see if I can't make that stick," suggesting a potential attempt to influence the legal proceedings. The audio also reveals Westerfield expressing his desire to have a homeless individual who he believes may also have stolen property arrested. The release of this audio comes amid ongoing scrutiny of the London Police Department following the fatal shooting of Doug Harless on December the 23rd. We're going to stay with this case just another moment here. The London City Council had a meeting Monday night. One of the biggest questions asked by residents and council members was why weren't London officers wearing body cameras? The question stems from the recent death of Doug Harless, who was shot by a police officer when they executed a warrant on the wrong address. The residents said there is an unease and there is a misma of fear in the town now. Whenever it's coming from, it needs to be stopped. It has been a few years since London police officers wore body cameras, something another resident questioned, saying, "Well, it's been a couple of years since I haven't been able to wear the cameras, so how long does it take to do a cost analysis? There are counties and cities that have way less means than us to manage to figure out how to afford to wear body cameras." Council member Anthony Ortega reportedly stated that body cameras were temporarily suspended following a chief's directive on March 15th of 2023 due to cost. The city council was allegedly not aware of the change. According to London City Mayor Randall Weedle, this decision was made by the previous police chief. The police department reportedly still has the cameras, but not the updated software needed to use them. Council member Ortega inquired whether the city owns the cameras being installed in the buildings on Main Street. Mayor Weedle confirmed that they did belong to the city and were purchased in October of 2024. Council member Stacey Benj requested a written statement from the London Police concerning the issue, to which Mayor Weedle said it's an open investigation and they can't say anything at this time. And of course, this is a developing story. We'll have more as it becomes available. Well, Central Kentucky has been experiencing a round of heavy winter weather lately, and it's expected to see more storms starting tomorrow. With so many things to keep track of during such severe weather events, it can be easy to make mistakes when it comes to preparing for and recovering from the winter storms. WBON spoke with Heather Clary of the Better Business Bureau to help residents navigate the pitfalls that come with major weather events.
Much of central Kentucky is still getting back on track following the winter storm that hit the area earlier this week. Now, meteorologists are forecasting even more snow and ice throughout the region beginning on Friday morning. The National Weather Service is predicting that 3 to 4 inches of snow, with wind chills as low as 5 below zero, will sweep through central and northwest Kentucky. Popular jokes about milk and bread aside, there are a lot of things residents can do to prepare for this type of weather. According to Heather Clary of the Better Business Bureau of Greater Kentucky, one important thing to research before an expected heavy storm shows up is local contractors.
A good thing to do is have in mind contractors you can trust to call once you need their services. That way you're not rushing around and acting too quickly off the cuff to just try to get the problem resolved without having done your research on whether or not you're using a reputable contractor to help you out.
Clary tells WBON that consumers should be wary of contractors who cannot produce proof that they are licensed and insured for the services that they're offering. She adds that another major red flag to look out for is the lack of a written agreement.
Do get a written contract. A reputable business is going to give you something in writing because it protects them as well as you, the homeowner.
Scammers are always trying to make a quick buck, and unfortunately that still remains the case in the aftermath of a severe weather event. Clary says that a recent circulating scam takes the form of a text message pretending to be from the electric company.
Some of the power companies, such as Louisville Gas and Electric and Kentucky Utilities, have warned of a fake message going around by text indicating some sort of rolling power outage is going on with a link they want you to click on. If you click on something that starts to ask for personal information as a part of getting any services done, be very aware of what you're doing. Make sure you're on the real website.
Weather-related scams also extend to bad actors promising services such as debris removal or home repair, only for them to take money up front and never fulfill their promised work. Clary recommends checking the Better Business Bureau's database for accredited businesses before making a decision that could cost you more than the money you planned on spending to get some snow shoveled.
We have nearly 100 BBB accredited businesses in Madison County alone. All you have to do is get on our website at bbb.org. We do have a Get a Quote program where you can click a link and send out what you need, and it goes out to a list of BBB accredited businesses in that industry, and if they're available, they will reach out and contact you. That can help cut down on the footwork, cut down on the guesswork, and hopefully you can find somebody that can help you out in good order without taking a chance on someone you've never heard of or maybe who has a bad business record of taking money, not doing repairs, and disappearing.
Reporting for WBON Channel 9, I'm Gage Hill.
Thanks, Gage. Lots of great information there, and Heather as well. We're going to take a quick break. We've got lots of weather news to get to. Sam up in the Weather Center coming up next.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience.
We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Code Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now still in our Georgetown store.
Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come.
And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Are you tired of the same food options when you're trying to decide what's for dinner? Let Mammut Bar and Grill in Richmond ease that burden. Their one-of-a-kind menu offers fine Mexican options, plus burgers, a large selection of sandwiches and wraps, pasta, steaks, seafood, and a full list of appetizers. You can please everyone on your guest list with a trip to Mammut Bar and Grill, located in Richmond at 2187 Lexington Road, across from Whitehall Elementary School.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow.
It's time to winterize your home, and Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration is here to make sure that your home is ready for when the snow and everything that comes with this time of year finally makes it our way. Call today and schedule a free inspection and consultation with an honest source that is willing to make sure you get what you need. Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration. Like them on Facebook or visit KentuckyRoofWorks.com for more information.
Welcome back to Alive at 5. More cold temperatures and again, more snow moving into the area. Sam is here with a look at that full forecast.
Hi, thanks, Gretelyn. It's the calm before the storm, and we'll have quick increasing clouds through the overnight tonight. Winter storm warning, that is for the day tomorrow, and lasting all the way through our Saturday morning. And so we are expecting right now about 3 to 4 inches, fairly widespread. Could see some spots up to about 6 inches. And so you notice over towards Louisville and getting down through Danville, well, around 3 to 4. Some of these spots, though, in the deeper shaded blue could see that up to 6 inches, so especially towards London. As we take a look at the timing of all this, now's the time to prepare. So it's going to move in right around the noon hour here on our Friday. Heavy through the afternoon, through the evening, and then sort of tapering off after midnight, get closer to about 3 to 9 a.m., and that snow should be ending at that point. So waking up Saturday morning, good time to get out there and shovel pretty early on. Won't have any more snow after that. Waking up here Friday morning will be around low double digits. So we're talking 11 in Richmond, 13 in Berea, 32 for a high, and Berea and Lancaster at 31. Urban around 30. And Beattyville around 30. Stanton also. Checking out the forecast again, kind of already timed things out. So here we are at 11 a.m. Now we are at noon. Get into that snow. That's all that blue. Maybe a little icing down to the far south just to complicate things. And by around 3, 4 a.m. on our Saturday, should blow out of here pretty quick. So once again, checking out those snowfall totals. Just a recap, 3 to 4 inches looks pretty likely by Saturday morning. So that evening commute may not even be possible. If you haven't gotten the groceries, get a couple days worth, get some propane just in case the power goes out and you need to heat the place. We'll stay cold, overnight lows into the teens Saturday night.
Stay weather aware with all the stations of Wallingford Media, including 100.7 The Coyote. Tom Zilla up in the morning will get you to work safely with his weather, traffic, and weather news. You can check out that forecast anytime at WBONTV.com and the WBON TV Facebook page. Make sure that you're paying attention tomorrow morning. Well, snow and ice didn't stop the representatives from gathering for the start of the 2025 legislative session as Frankfort officials are ready to get the year underway. With a look into what to expect, WBON TV correspondent Keith West is here with a report from the state capitol.
The Postal Service motto, neither snow, nor rain, nor heat, nor gloom of night, might also serve the Kentucky State Legislature well. 6 to 10 inches of snow was reported throughout the state over the weekend. Add to that an additional half inch of ice. Conditions for traveling the bluegrass came to a slow crawl. But thanks to road crews working 24/7, legislators from across the state were able to arrive at the Capitol to usher in the 2025 legislative session.
House come to order. I now call to order the House of Representatives for the 2025 regular session of the General Assembly of the Commonwealth of Kentucky.
As the bang of the gavel marked the first day of the short 30-day session, a flurry of bills were filed in both chambers as legislators got to the business of the Commonwealth. One of the priorities of the state legislature this session is to again reduce the state income tax. That tax currently sits at 4%, with an expected reduction to 3.5% this session. The legislature will find out Wednesday evening the priorities of the executive branch, as Governor Beshear is scheduled to give his State of the Commonwealth address before a joint session of state lawmakers. If recent history holds true, hundreds of bills will be filed in both the House and the Senate for legislators to consider. As of now, the 2025 legislative session is fully underway. Reporting from the state capitol in Frankfort, I'm Keith West.
Thanks, Keith, for that report. Well, staying in Frankfort, Governor Andy Beshear delivered the State of the Commonwealth address last night, celebrating Kentucky's growth and outlining plans for the future. He highlighted the state's new Kentucky home, characterized by record-breaking economic and infrastructure progress. In 2023, Kentucky secured $35 billion in private investments, creating 64,000 jobs and setting an all-time export record. Beshear also praised healthcare advancements, including new facilities like Norton West Hospital and the U of L Health South Hospital, and highlighted record funding for childhood cancer research, calling it a bipartisan achievement. However, the Republican Party criticized Beshear's address, attributing Kentucky's economic success to GOP leadership. They labeled his speech as repetitive and misleading, claiming their policies laid the foundation for the state's progress. Beshear's national profile is rising with his recent selection as chair-elect of the Democratic Governors Association for 2026 and an invitation for the World Economic Forum. He plans to use the forum to promote Kentucky globally, boasting its reputation and his standing as a potential Democratic leader on a national stage. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Michael Watkins up next with all your sports news. That's here live at 5.
When the awful Michigan weather makes its way down I-75, you want your vehicle ready for anything. Holland Sons Auto Care knows there's no good time to break down, but especially when it's ice cold outside. So get that preventative maintenance taken care of at Holland Sons on North Keeneland Drive in Richmond. Holland Sons works on the smallest repairs all the way up to major engine work, and they can work on Chevy, Mercedes, and everything in between. So no need to take your German car up to Lexington to overpay. When Holland Sons is just off exit 90 in Richmond, call 859-626-7695 for Holland Sons Auto Care.
Discover the hometown difference at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Kentucky. Family owned and operated for 60 years, we're dedicated to providing outstanding customer service and a welcoming atmosphere. Our friendly staff is here to help you find the perfect vehicle and keep it running smoothly. Take a look at our new and quality pre-owned vehicles at jackburford.com.
Estill County EMA CSEP is a huge asset to those in Estill and surrounding counties. CSEP in Estill County has partnered with Everbridge to bring you alert and notification services that will allow you to maintain your contact info and ensure you receive alerts for locations in Estill County that are important to you. For more information and to register your device, visit EstillCountyEMA.net. You can also stay up to date with your county by following Estill County EMA CSEP on Facebook, helping you stay safe at home.
Hey y'all, it's Sawyer.
And us, AMPD.
From Hicks and Funson, Kentucky Lawyers.
Sawyer, can I ask you a question? If size matters, why did David beat Goliath?
That's because it's not the size of the dog in the fight that matters, it's the size of the fight in the dog. If you've been hurt in an accident and want local lawyers who will fight for you, call Mr. Josh Nydad yet.
Call 859-777-7000 or visit honestdealers.com.
At the Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, we have activities galore, including video games, bowling, pool, delicious food at Champions, plus karaoke and live entertainment 7 days a week. Enjoy the climate-controlled patio, watch NFL football, and your Kentucky Wildcats all season long. The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, just off exit 87 at 1025 Amberley Way in Richmond.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
Well, it's a big day for EKU sports fans as they get to finally step back inside the Alumni Coliseum and Baptist Health Arena for the ASUN Conference game and cheer on the Colonels. Michael Watkins has a preview for the game tonight and a sneak peek inside the newly renovated facility in today's Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report.
Welcome in, everybody, to a Thursday edition of the Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report. There's more snow heading our way, and we're hoping for some basketball in the near future as well. We'll get that tonight as the EKU men's basketball team will play in Baptist Health Arena for the first time since last March when the Colonels host North Florida tonight in their third conference game after opening up with 1 win and 1 loss on the road last week. EKU played 4 games this season at the Seabury Center on the campus of Berea College, while the renovation of Baptist Health Arena continued, and the second phase of the renovation, nearing completion, will allow the Colonels' return to play on campus for the first time since March the 5th of 2024. The renovation of Baptist Health Arena is a multi-phase process. Work on the third phase will begin at the conclusion of the spring semester and be completed before the start of the fall sports season. Tonight's game will begin at 7 p.m. versus North Florida, who began the season with wins at South Carolina and at Georgia Tech in 2 of its first 3 games. However, the Ospreys have lost 4 straight. UNF opened up league play with home losses to Austin Peay and Lipscomb. And if you like points, then there is even more of a reason to make plans to attend tonight's game. UNF averages over 83 points per game and have scored 89 or more 7 times this season. Eastern leads the series with North Florida 3-1 and is 2-0 in games played in Richmond. And tonight's return to Baptist Health Arena is going to be so special. Something that Kyle Moats, the vice president at EKU and director of athletics, talked about with me earlier this week.
Coming into a new arena, I know it sounds crazy. It's not a new arena, but it will be a new arena for them. We have new goals, right? There's new goals that are going to be put in there. There's a different backdrop when you shoot. So it will take some time for our teams to get adjusted to that. Now, again, I'm not making excuses. I hope they come out there and shoot lights out, but it will be different. And I know they want to get in there. They want to get some shots up before the other team gets in there, because the way it goes, they may get as many shots as we get for that first game. So the first game could really be kind of another away game until we can get our teams in there. So, but I think the biggest thing is it's taxing on you when you travel that much mentally and physically. So I think that'll be the biggest thing, is just knowing that you can stay home half the time, right? If you go out 1 week, you're probably going to be home the next week. We've been on the road for 7 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever it may be, and that's a lot. So I think that's the biggest thing, is just knowing that you're going to be home, can sleep in your own bed, get back to your routine. I think those are the biggest issues.
So we've got these games this week. The men will play Thursday. I think there's a doubleheader over the weekend. But is there anything planned? Will there be any type of ceremony as you open this new facility for fans to be a part of?
Yeah, we're kind of. It's really kind of a soft open, Michael, because we're not completely done with everything. We want to make sure that we've got everything done. So I think that grand opening, if you will be next year when everything's done. And it's kind of like when you go to a restaurant, right? You invite people to come in early before you open to get all the kinks out of the way. Well, that's kind of what we're doing, but except it's real for basketball. And that part of it, it really isn't much different. You know, you get in there, you look at your new locker rooms, and you just get out there on the court and get to shoot, and that'll be the biggest thing with them. But you know, how we do things with the courtside club, how we do things with the club, who gets in there, the parking will be changed a little bit differently. All those types of things we're still working on. We want people to get exposed to the club. We think that's going to be just a like I said, a game changer. I keep using that term, but it's something that we haven't had. Richmond hasn't had. University needs and wants, and will utilize a great deal. So anyway, we're trying to figure out how all that's going to work and how we can maximize the club area and then the courtside club. Our product is worth coming out to see, but now will be coming to a facility that kind of mirrors our programs, right? But that is kind of at the same level. And there's going to be things that you didn't have before, that the amenities are there that you expect. And I think if I were an EKU fan, I would say I'd be proud of what we've done. And you want to support these teams. And now that we've given you a facility and a team, it just makes you proud to come out and support them. So I just think you're going to be really excited about what you see and what's going to happen. We're going to have some boards out there. We'll put some stuff on the website to tell you, what more is to come. But I just think the whole process of hey, this is something that we feel good about, and I'm proud to be a Colonel fan. You're going to feel that when you come in here.
Get your tickets now at EKUsports.com and make plans to attend a special night at EKU. For the Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report, I'm Michael Watkins.
When inclement weather hits the greater Richmond area, you can count on Richmond's very own WBON TV9 News Team. Continuing news team coverage of traffic alerts, power outages, road conditions, and traffic impacts like accidents or downed trees. Accurate forecast, watches and warnings, local cancellations and delays, and official information from emergency management and the National Weather Service. Be sure to like and follow WBON TV on Facebook for breaking news, alerts, watches, and warnings. And log on to WBONTV.com for all the news on your schedule. Count on WBON TV9 and our media partners 100.7 FM The Coyote for outstanding team coverage when you need it most. Thanks for watching Richmond's very own Channel 9.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Michael Watkins, and Samantha Burford as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 p.m. on WBON Channel 9 and on radio at Y92.5, V99.3, and WKXO Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by Aero Auto Glass, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
And at the half, the EKU leads state 21-7.
I love the way these look.
Thanks.
Yeah, go Colonels.
Is it here? Hey, Coach. It's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with a new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
Has anyone seen Coach?
It's that time of year when we are day and night driving with our kids all over. Your car never stops. At AMCO Transmissions, we make sure to keep you rolling. We have the latest technology, certified technicians, and longest warranty to keep your vehicles running strong. We specialize in all foreign and domestic transmissions, drivetrain, or just general maintenance. Did you know at AMCO the average customer saves $1,800 in comparison to the dealer? And AMCO has a longer warranty. Come see us at AMCO Transmission for the best service and the cheapest prices around. AA MCO.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond has you covered with all your battery needs, plus they're your local stop for U-Haul and your vehicle key and fob headquarters. Check out their new auto detail shop, Aces Detailing, located at Batteries Unlimited. They do simple detailing with a deep, thorough clean for the inside, wash and wax options for the outside, and a deep clean of the engine bay when your ride is dirty. Check out Aces Detailing at Batteries Unlimited.
Thanks so much for joining us today. Be weather aware out there, and I will see you tomorrow. More news, weather, and sports live at 5.